Kelly Slater's 11 world titles in professional surfing is a landmark that stacks up against any record in sports. When Slater won his first world title at 20 in 1992, he became the youngest ever. "19 years later, in 2011, he won an 11th world title at 39, the oldest ever. In between times, he wrote the most remarkable story. Slater is the greatest surfer the world has ever seen, a machine in the barrels, his speciality. Born in a surfing locale at Cocoa Beach in Florida, he began as a bodyboarder, eventually standing up on the shorter board, and then moving into traditional surfing. Slater was good at everything, and he was a natural in the water from early days. At 18, he won a major tour event in Trestles, California, and the legend began to grow. When he won his 5th world title in 1997, he had overtaken Mark Richards of Australia as the greatest ever in the sport, and Slater was only getting started. He endured a lull and a brief retirement after his 6th title in 1998, then surged back to prominence with a string of victories from 2005, 5 in 7 years.
It's crazy, it's like a crazy high. I'm trying to quell it right now, just let it simmer. It's so unbelievably good out there. This is the best I've ever surfed chopes, I think. I mean, I've surfed it this size and I've surfed it probably this quality before, but maybe not them both together. It's just spectacular.
His domination is unique in professional sport, unmatched. He may be the best ever in any sport, and certainly in surfing, they regard him as numero uno. What Slater has done for as long as he's done it, he's on a level by himself, and he can't even see who's in second place. Best of all, he is still surfing, still chasing the adrenaline rush of the big wave and the spoils of victory. He was still winning World Tour events in 2016, aged 44, and ranked number 7 in the world. He rode a perfect heat, the combination of 2 perfect 10s in Hawaii, and surfing recreationally in Portugal, he ventured a 720-degree aerial for the first time. For Kelly Slater, the fire never burns out. Still to come on the Immortals, another side of Kelly Slater. Eleven-time world champion Kelly Slater is more than a surfer. He is a conservationist, animal lover, philanthropist, a golfer with a +2 handicap, even an actor. He appeared in 27 episodes of Baywatch, the American drama series based around a troupe of lifeguards. In 2014, he lent his weight to a campaign to halt rhinoceros poaching in South Africa by visiting the Chippembear Rhino Foundation.
Just can't get my head around it. There are so many animals like him that just have some part of them that man, for some reason, thinks they have a right to take under such brutal and merciless ways. At the root of it all, we need to stop what people across the world are doing to these animals. We need to tell the world what these animals are going through.
I was astounded by the numbers, the huge percentage of them that are killed every year of the whole population. There's about 25,000 in the whole world, and last year there were 1,000 rhinos killed. I didn't know really all of the information about this at all until coming here this morning. So it was really an eye-opening thing for all of us, I think.
He also composed the odd sonata in his spare time. He dated Pamela Anderson, Cameron Diaz, and the supermodels Giselle Bundchen and Bar Raffaelli. Needless to say, he's made the most of his life. Kelly Slater needed no reminding of the dangers of his sport. He has been knocked out by his own board and almost drowned in what is known as a two-wave hold-down in France in 2015, when a second wave broke over him immediately after a major wipeout. When he struggled onto the beach and laid down gasping, people were snapping photographs, blissfully unaware that they almost witnessed the premature death of one of the world's greatest sporting heroes. I potentially could have drowned right then. Slater was resilient and philosophical about his career.
There was a lot of pressure on the 10th. There was a lot. As soon as I was halfway through the 9th, there was already talk of the 10th, and that went on for over 2 years before I won the 10th. So I sort of welcome. I don't know that. I think that 10's, for whatever reason, an impressive number to people. It's 2 digits. It's it signifies something there, and to me, it's fine not to have much hype about it or whatever. If there's not, I don't really know. I mean, I hear people saying it to me every day, so I don't know what it's like for other people's perspectives. But to me, it seems like everyone's talking about it to me.
When he won his 11th world title in California in November 2011, a great moment turned into somewhat of a farce because of a mistake by the organizers. Slater, by then 39 years old, was judged to have secured enough points for the title when he won a third-round heat of the Rip Curl Pro against Daniel Ross of Australia. He was carried up the beach and fated. But that night, an embarrassing scoring glitch was discovered, and Slater learned that he needed to win another heat. He managed this a few days later, the win coming a year after the death of Andy Irons, one of his greatest rivals, who had died alone in his hotel room of acute mixed drug ingestion. It was Irons, a triple world champion, whom Slater thought about in the moment.
Things happen for a reason, and there's a connection there somehow. And, I went to Tahiti really wanting to win the year after Andy did. And, that was obviously really special for me, and that got me back on a roll. And then I went to New York and had a good contest, went to Trestles, had a good contest, and that was really where I focused. That's really where I got all my points this year. And obviously I had a good run in Portugal and, so-so in France.
In professional surfing, the holy grail since the scoring system was changed in 2005 is the 20-point heat, the combination of 2 perfect 10-point waves in a contest. Slater was the first to do it in 2005, and he was still doing it in 2016 at the Billabong Pro in Tahiti.
That's what you come to expect. When you go up against Kelly, you got to bring your A game and or A+ game.
Only a handful of surfers have managed the 20-point heat. Slater has done it 3 times, and Australian Owen Wright managed it twice in one day in 2015.
Kelly, can you tell the difference between 10s?
Yeah, different style of waves. The first one in that heat was a more difficult ride, definitely. But the second one was a bigger, sort of more perfect classic, just blowing out tube. So I just thought the first one was to me, it was a lot more difficult. So I wasn't sure whether they were going to throw the 10 on the second one. But, had I got that second one in any other heat, I thought, yeah, they'd probably give me a 10. It was right up there.
Look at him, drops in, Kelly Slater. High line, this thing just gaping out. He's going to come out. And he does! Whoa!
Slater has had a street, Slater Way, placed in his name in Cocoa Beach, and a 3-meter statue depicting him on a board. In 2010, the United States House of Representatives honored him for his outstanding and unprecedented achievements in the world of surfing, and for being an ambassador of the sport and excellent role model. The resolution passed by voice without exception. Nobody was about to doubt Kelly Slater's legacy.